There is no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I always love her. My mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
Treat her right, treat your mother right. Treat her right, treat her right. Treat her right, treat your mother right. Treat her right, treat her right.
And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
I don't care if we get a copyright strike, that song slaps. Welcome to Waffle Box, the podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Coming up on episode 196, how did Darth Vader get the NHS in the UK in legal trouble? We talk our monthly segment of why robots are bad and why they should all be destroyed. Plus, Kush talks about Shadow Force in this week's movie review. I'm Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by the main man from San Fran. It's Mr. Kush Hayes. Kush, how you doing, buddy?
What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here. It is the Waffle Box, 195?
196, baby.
196 episodes of the original Waffle Box. It is the best part of Wednesdays. You accept no substitutions, and we're coming to you all the way from the future home of Super Bowl 60. 38 short weeks away here.
So close.
You love us because we do this, and we do this because we love you, Producer Lathan.
Welcome one and all to another episode of Waffle Box. Since we're hot off the heels of another exciting Mother's Day, I'd like to give a shout out to some of my favorite MILFs.
Ooh.
1. You can't go wrong with Stifler's mom. 2. Betty Rubble. And yes, I'm talking about the cartoon version, not the Rosie O'Donnell version, no offense. And finally, Angelica Houston as Morticia Addams in The Addams Family. She made me feel a little rigor mortis in the downstairs area, if you know what I mean.
Fantastic.
You don't even have genitalia.
He doesn't. Silly little goose. Kush, how are you? How did you spend Mother's Day, the day of mothers?
Oh, she went to church. I took a long nap. I cooked some steaks. That was it. It wasn't a very complicated Mother's Day. Very simple. Very short and simple.
Simple and sweet.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Speaking of copyright infringement, have you ever seen the Mr. T video that song is from?
Yes.
And I don't mean the music video. I mean, be somebody or be somebody's fool, the entire program.
Oh, no. I've just seen the music video where they're like, the two people are insulting. For some reason, like there's an 8-year-old and like a 21-year-old woman, insult battle. And then she's like, yeah, well, your mom. He's like, hey, fool, don't bring no mother into this. She ain't here to defend herself. Fantastic video. But no, I haven't seen the full thing. Maybe I need to look that up.
I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube today, but my friend Bobby used to have the physical video cassette of it, and we would have people over and just watch it and get drunk and laugh our asses off. It's like, it's roughly an hour. It was definitely made for kids. It was capitalizing on Mr. T. It's while it's not Hulk Hogan, it is say your prayers, take your vitamins. It's that kind of thing. It's supposed to be an influence for children, a good influence on children. So, there's the mother song, and then he goes into some history. It's like, and these gold chains I wear resemble my ancestral slavery. It goes off, and yeah, it's a fun watch. It's a good laugh, and have some friends over while you do it.
I remember when he got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, I think his speech went 25 minutes. I think 22 of it was talking about his mum. He loves his mum.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And he had a couple rhymes. Yeah, I remember he made a joke about be kind and rewind. Yeah. Yeah, that was
crazy. I was going to say, it's crazy, like, because in the A-Team, I'm not going to say he should win any Oscars by any stretch of the imagination, but he was serviceable in A-Team.
Sure.
And in Rocky 3?
Number 3.
He's not that bad. But
No,
it just seems like anything else that he's acting in or has to do some kind of... He's so bad in everything else. It's incredible.
I don't even know what else I've seen him in besides, the random TV 80s cameo. Like, he'd show up on different strokes or something like that. Um, as far as the A Team and Rocky 3 goes, that was just Mr. T. Like it wasn't again, he wasn't jumping over hurdles to play himself, but yeah, I don't it's of all the Hall of Fame speeches, his was very much not good.
Yeah, it wasn't
And
great.
that man's been through some shit. Like I think he's a two-time cancer survivor. Like
Jesus.
there was some leukemia involved. That might be one of them. The man had a rough life post 1995. Maybe even 2000. Oh, maybe even post the 18.
That's when you don't go for the three-peat. Stay at two. Yeah,
Yeah.
just leave it there. But my Mother's Day was non-existent. I worked because Mother's Day in the UK was like months ago. It's like old
Hmm.
news. So I just put a nice Mr. T graphic on my Instagram stories, wishing all American mums a lovely happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. It's a good day to
Pineapple?
celebrate MILFs. It's a good day to celebrate MILFs.
No. Uh-uh.
Have you ever enjoyed the warm embrace of a MILF? It's
That
nothing
I'm not
like it.
related to? Yes.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
Yes. Well, I think we had to clarify that, but yes. Uh, yeah, one of the most beautiful women I've ever been with was a mother.
Don't knock it till you try it, folks. Um,
Scheduling was kind of complicated, but yes, it was good times.
well, as long as they're post initial relationship, you don't want to get involved in a married woman. That's dangerous.
Yeah,
I think we both want to be in there, but whatever doesn't matter. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on
let's move
before we
on.
get
Let's move
into
on.
any more trouble.
Me too.
Just a quick shout out. Congratulations to the New York Knickerbockers.
Hmm.
Is it Knickerbockers? Is that their real name?
Yes,
Knickerbockers.
next for
Um,
short. Yes.
Knickerbockers. And also, fun fact.
Just the facts, ma'am.
So that's a thing in New York, right? So New York Knicks are the New York
Hmm.
Knickerbockers.
Yes.
And a lesser known fact is the New York Yankees' full name is the New York Yankee Dandy Doodles.
Just the facts, ma'am.
And the Mets are the Metropolitans.
Just the facts, ma'am.
And who else have we got? The New York Rangers are the New York Park Rangers. Oh, I hate bears. Stop sticking my picnic basket.
Just the facts, ma'am.
There we go. And then your Golden State Warriors are playing right now.
They are playing right now as we are recording this, and well, I mean, it's still early. It's still early. They're behind by two, and there's still 5 minutes left in the first. So fingers crossed.
But also, do we kind of hate them because they're not hiring you this series? Go fuck themselves.
Well, they have nothing to do with it. It's the TV company, and it's a whole thing, and you just kind of got to move on from it. But yes, the aftermath out here, and if you really want to talk about this, we can do this off air.
Yeah.
But it wa- the, there was a resolution, and then we're like, oh, well, that's kind of shitty. But you just got to move on. There'll be more work with that company. There always is.
So is it right? Just real quick. We don't want to get too much into this, but is it so? Do you deal with is there like a one production company, or is because like for example, like the New York Knicks recently in the series have been playing on TNT. They've also been playing on ESPN. Is it
Mhm.
like two completely separate entities like working at who's
Mhm.
working at? Oh, that's a
Yep,
mess.
it can be. It can be. So ABC, ESPN, the Mouse House, they recruit from within. So like if you're on their list, it's because you have worked with them before or someone referred you, and they will specifically call you like, "Hey, we're going to be in town on the 12th. You doing anything? We might have a set day. It'd be really cool if you could come." Whereas a TNT, NBC, CB, not so much CBS, but anyways, almost every other channel goes through this one company in Northern California, and I think they're actually a lot more spread out than that. I'm not going to give out their
Yes.
name, but there's a whole app and everything, and I've got bookings that go into July. It's very exciting. So,
Nice.
um, when this releases, I will be working at a Giants game because of that company, and then the following day, Friday, yeah, Friday, I'll be working the inaugural home opener for the new Golden State Valkyries WNBA franchise. So I'm very
Ooh.
much looking forward to that.
Well, sucks to be them because they're going to lose to the New York Liberty at some point this season.
Well, yeah, but I think we're playing Los Angeles that night. Anyway.
Los Angeles? Oh, it doesn't matter. WNBA.
Mm.
Whoop, whoop. Go New York Liberty. Anyway, shall we kick it into gear and talk about
why
some
not?
top story? Let's talk about some wacky things that's been going on in this world that
Word.
spinning around. It's crazy. It's now time for this week's top stories.
It's now time for this week's top stories.
This week's top
Balls.
story first comes to us from New York City, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, which it does. It's a lie. I know lots of people in New York City that sleep. It's a sham. His name is going to make sense soon, but this guy's real name is Kevin Carpet, right?
Okay. Sure.
And he has recently sparked controversy with a provocative street act where he wraps himself in a carpet, lies on the sidewalk, and invites pedestrians to walk over him.
Don't have time for this, dude.
Right? So apparently, according to Kevin, the stunt was intended to explore the themes of submission and urban interaction,
We don't have time for this, Kevin.
but has divided public opinion. Some view it as a bold artistic statement, fucking losers, whilst others, including local residents and officials, and me, find it disturbing and inappropriate, labeling it perverted. Because, yeah, this guy has clearly just got one of those kinks, and we don't kink shame on the Waffle Box podcast, but this guy's clearly got a kink where he just likes people walking on him. And he's trying to, like, hide it, wrap it, pun intended, in this, oh, yeah, I'm just an artist, man. No, I'm just exploring boundaries, man.
Wait, so is he? I guess we're exploring this. So
Let's do it.
is there a carpet just he laying on the ground and there's a carpet draped over him, or is he wrapped up in that sucker?
He's wrapped up like a pig in a blanket.
And people are stepping on him,
Yep.
not over him. Okay, well that's also weird. I'm not. Yeah, we don't have time for this, Kevin. Also, there are people with wheelchairs who need to get by. You stupid, fucking asshole.
Especially in New York
That's my
City. I was
biggest
like, what
problem.
the fuck? Get out of my way. I'm late.
That is my biggest problem with people with wheelchairs and crutches and little walkers and all this shit. They're just trying to get to their place, Kevin. Get the fuck out of the way.
Do you know what was the worst one? Thankfully, I don't have to deal with it anymore. But when I used to work in New York, the worst one was when any little bit of mist in the air, a little couple of droplets from the rain, and these motherfuckers would like pull out these like umbrellas with like 4-foot wingspans. Like, seriously? Get the fuck out of my way.
It's just a couple drops too. Yeah, those guys are dumb.
It's like because we don't use umbrellas in England. We're just used to it.
Hmm.
That was one. Some people do use umbrellas in England, but
I
that was
imagine
one
they
of the
actually
things.
use
Like,
it during the actual rain, but yes, I hear what you're saying.
but whenever like in my hometown, when folks from America would come over and it'd be raining, I'd be like, everyone knows you're a tourist, and they're like, how? I was like, look around you. You're the only one using an umbrella. Everyone's like, fuck, it's raining. I got a place to go to. Fun fact.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll bring an umbrella. If it's raining, I'm gonna bring an umbrella, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah, this should I look like a tourist? Guess what? I'm a tourist.
I
Also
don't know.
wanna be
There's
caught in the
something
rain.
fun about coming in from the rain looking like a fucking drowned rat, and
No.
so you can go like, oh, look at this, it's
No.
crazy out there.
No, pass.
And then you have that fun bit where you get to take off the wet clothes and get into the shower. No, there's nothing like a warm shower after being soaked in the rain. It's fucking amazing. Come on.
Pass.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, let's talk about Kevin again. Apparently, authorities have issued warnings about potential public safety violations. I guess you could trip him, hurt your ankle. But Kevin remains defiant, defending his work as a critique of social norms. Fucking this is why I
Kevin,
hate ice.
someone's gonna fucking set you on fire, dude. I'm not
Apparently,
condoning that. Please don't set Kevin on fire,
no.
people. However, Kevin, someone's gonna set you on fire.
Or piss on you because you can't defend yourself.
Pissing would be a lot
Dumbass.
better than being set on fire. People are gonna pee on you, Kevin.
This is what you brought onto yourself.
This is what you. They say don't blame the victim, but this is definitely Kevin's fault.
According to the article, it ends the controversy highlights ongoing tensions between artistic expression and public decorum in urban spaces. Yeah, because that's on everyone's mind right now.
No
Oh,
time for this,
but
Kevin.
what about the tension between artistic expression and public decorum in urban
Trying to get to my
spaces?
shift at the Cheesecake Factory, Kevin.
Have you ever
Well,
watched
my
Cheesecake
one
Factory?
of three jobs in a day, Kevin. I actually have to go to work. Get out of my way.
I haven't been to Cheesecake Factory in a while. I need to go back to
I
Cheesecake
don't think I've
Factory.
ever been.
You haven't been to IKEA or Cheesecake Factory? If you haven't
So we definitely
lived,
don't have an IKEA here in San Francisco.
I'll
Maybe
let you
there's
off
one
for
in
that
the
one
East
then.
Bay, but I ain't going there. But no, I don't even know where a Cheesecake Factory is. But they're popular enough, and that was the funny joke.
Do you like cheesecake?
No.
Oh, then yeah.
I understand they serve more than
Oh
cheesecake
yeah,
at the
that is,
Cheesecake
yeah.
Factory.
But it's it's
I also
like
understand it's not a
Burger King
factory.
sells more than burgers, but if you don't like burgers, you're not gonna go to Burger King. The king of burgers. Next up, we go to jolly old England. You've heard of the old NHS, aka the National Health Service.
Okay. Is that like 911?
It's the quote unquote free healthcare that everyone gets. You're covered
Okay.
by the NHS, the National Health Service.
Okay.
So Lorna Rook, her name is Lorna Rook, is suing the National Health Service
Okay.
and was awarded a very specific amount in pounds sterling. She was awarded £28,989,
Okay.
which is almost 40 grand in American monies,
Mhm.
in compensation after a colleague, I'm gonna say it, compared her to Darth Vader during a 2021 team building exercise.
Oh.
So
That's
what
hilarious.
happened was,
Oh dear.
so have you ever seen those like BuzzFeed? Which Harry Potter house would you be in? Which
Yeah.
Friends character are you? And you have to answer
Thankfully,
like
not in a
10
decade, but
questions.
yes.
And you go, blah, blah, blah. So they were all doing this. Which Star Wars character was you, right?
Mhm.
Now, Lorna herself was off that day. According to it said she was like, she had to be, anyway, it doesn't matter. She was off that day. She was absent during the test. So a co-worker filled it out for her and then announced when she came back that she matched Darth Vader's personality, which, according to the quiz, described as a focused individual. I don't think that's an insult. I think it's a pretty good thing to be like a Darth Vader. For his faults, he was focused on the task at hand. He knew what he was wanting to do. He was just, unfortunately, very bad at it. Just, why'd you leave a vent on the Death Star? It's a design flaw, if you ask me.
Well, he didn't design the goddamn thing.
He
but,
did.
okay, go on.
Rook, as I say, absent during the test, felt humiliated and unpopular, contributing
yeah.
to her resignation. She quit her job because someone compared her to Darth Vader on an online quiz. Think
That's
that's
a
an
little excessive.
overreaction.
Yes. However, paid off.
Yeah, indeed. The Croydon Employment Tribunal, which is, if you don't know, Croydon is like an area in London, ruled the comparison a workplace detriment. Fucking hell. With Judge Catherine Ramsden calling it insulting and harmful, especially as it reflected the colleague's perception shared publicly. I don't think anyone actually thought she was Darth Vader. Like, I don't think she was like walking around the hospital, the blood donation center, like holding her hands up, trying to choke people with her force. Or maybe she was. I don't know.
Maybe she was. I don't know. However, I get it. And also, of all the reactions to a Star Wars character, I actually think this is healthy. Not the quitting part, maybe not even the lawsuit part. But yeah, it's not flattering being compared to a genocidal space tyrant who's also been compared to Adolf Hitler. It's no.
Could have been worse.
She has every right to be offended by this. And when we're at events like Star Wars days, like at the Giants a week or so ago, and kids are hugging Darth Vader, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Get away from him!
Get away from him. Stop taking pictures with Darth Vader. God damn it.
Imagine though, someone took the test and compared her to Jabba the Hutt. That would have been worse.
Yeah, because then that would have been a weight thing.
Or Jar Jar Binks.
That would have been a retard thing. I know we're not supposed to say
So
that,
there we go. Lorna could have been worse. So her claims, right? Is this? So she had many claims, and a couple of them were dismissed by the court. One for discrimination. Yeah.
Probably not.
But also one, she sued them for unfair dismissal. Bitch, you quit.
She quit.
You can't. Don't get me wrong. Yes, you can sue for, oh, they made it unsafe or uncomfortable, blah, 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 blah. But you can't say they shouldn't have fired me when you quit. What you thinking, Lorna? Use your brain. Your decision. What's the word? What's the it was your decision upsets me. Or what was the thing Darth Vader we used to say?
I found your lack of faith disturbing.
There we go. Your lack of knowledge of the court system disturbs me, Lorna. I won't edit that, but it would have been funny if I'd remembered that straight away. But yeah, they upheld her detriment claim, highlighting workplace respect and consent issues. So there you go. If someone sends a BuzzFeed quiz around the office, always get consent before you take it for someone else, because you can compare them to, what do you think, like Harry Potter? What if they go, oh, Gryffindor? I don't want to be Gryffindor. I'm suing you.
I think it's an overreaction on her part for sure.
100%.
Also, I'm going to guess that she's not a popular employee. Like, I'm sure she's good at her job. I'm sure she does everything perfect. But it's probably a personality trait when the day she called in sick, someone's like, I'm going to do her BuzzFeed quiz. Uh-oh, guess who got Darth Vader? Like,
I feel Lorna is one of these people that she's just a supervisor where she has some power, but she like takes it too seriously and she thinks she's like more important than she actually is. Hence Darth Vader. Now that's what I think it is.
Yeah, I agree.
So take this money, Lorna. Get yourself like a spa treatment, maybe a vacation, relax, and then look yourself in the mirror. Why do people that you work with think you're Darth Vader?
You don't have to look at your mirror. Sorry, Lorna.
Could have been anyway. Finally, in China. China. This is our regular feature. Oh, I haven't got a jingle for this, but beep boop boop beep boop boop. Robots are bad. There we go. That's a jingle.
Okay.
That's
a good jingle. You should actually isolate that.
Beep boop beep boop boop. Robots are bad. Right, there we go. I'll clip that bit.
I think that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good
Thank
cut.
you. I'm gonna clip that 24 robot jingle. So in a Chinese factory, chilling footage came out from their security footage when a unitary H1 humanoid robot, I don't know what that is. I don't know. But it malfunctioned during testing, violently flailing its limbs and attacking workers.
You don't say.
The robot, which was suspended from a crane, suddenly went berserk, knocking over equipment and forcing two nearby workers to dodge its erratic movements, this article reads. One worker eventually stabilized the robot by adjusting its stand. The video, which has garnered over 100,000 views on X, aka Twitter, sparking fears of a machine uprising with comparisons to dystopian sci-fi films like The Terminator, etc. We all know how it goes. Reports suggest a coding error caused the outburst, raising concerns about the safety of advanced AI-powered robots as they become more integrated into daily life. According to this article, the incident underscores the need for robust safety protocols in robotics, especially as companies like Unitree push for humanoid robots in various applications.
So it's weird that they're not automatically plugging in the 3 laws of robotics. Isaac
Right?
Asimov's 3 laws of robotics. Okay, I'm glad you know what this is. You want to explain it for the Serb squad in case anyone
There was
doesn't?
one is the first rule is that they can't harm humans. That's
That's
the
correct.
first rule. The second rule is um, don't dip your tea bag in longer than 5 minutes. And the third rule is never have sex with a coworker because it always ends up bad.
Oh, it's he who smelt it dealt it. No,
I was close
you know what? I only know the one rule too.
because it's an iRobot, right?
Asimov,
It's a great movie.
yes, Asimov 3 laws. Okay. May not harm a human being,
Go on.
must obey human orders, and
Oh.
must protect its own existence.
Oh, see that third one. That's open to interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess it goes in order. So so you have to protect its own existence. But then if it means harming a human, does that mean it can't protect its? Like, I don't like it. They should change that. Just keep the first two.
This is where it starts doing all this herky jerky shit when it gets into that conflict. Like,
Why are we so concerned with the power of three? The first two are fine. Just leave it at 2 rules. Stupid. But anyway,
make sure to bring it up at the next Asimov convention.
Yeah, well, at the meeting.
Isacon.
We'll bring it up. But there you go. So all in all, Kevin, stop wrapping yourself in carpet and getting people walking over you. It's weird. Lorna, chill out. So this is you're too much. This is why people compare you to Darth Vader. Your reaction to being compared to Darth Vader is why people call you Darth Vader.
I think that's fair.
And China and just the world. Stop. But robots, right? Just leave it. Robots were very good at making toast and making coffee. Leave it at that. We don't need to. Why have robots got limbs? Robots don't need limbs.
Well, they do if they have to carry our packages.
Yes, but I remember you saying, what was it, a couple of weeks ago? They're taking up sports. They're running marathons and shit. Get back to work.
Yeah.
Who said you could have this day off? Huh?
Did you see the Boston Dynamics video? I think it came out pre-pandemic even. Whereas, it's just this company in Boston working with robots, and they're like, here, this guy does a backflip now. Hey, this guy can move a package this way. The kids at the Corridor Crew, it's a production house based out of Los Angeles. They have a YouTube channel. That's some fascinating stuff when it's fascinating. And they did a spoof of that where the robot goes, fuck all this. I'm taking your gun and I'm shooting you in the face. I'm going to do a crane kick now and boot you into the wall.
Woof.
It was really done. It involved guys in motion capture suits and green screen body suits. So it was a fun transition.
Check that out.
Good, if you haven't.
There you go. But that wraps up this week's top stories. A lot of people trying to achieve things, but failing miserably, as always. But now we turn our attention to people that are achieving things with their lives. They're achieving things so well that an Irish brewery is giving them a piece of paper and they can stick on the fridge, and their mum could be all so proud. It's like, oh, this is the best Mother's Day ever. Look at my child. She achieved something. I thought they were just going to be, on drugs and die in a ditch. But no, they've turned their life around and they've done something. I'm so happy. It's now time for this week's Dumb World Record of the week.
Why?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why would you want to do that?
As I swipe up the waffle pad,
Ooh, the waffle pad.
I'm not going with
Nice.
the Waffle pad 5,000. You have to put a number at the end of it. A team of domino toppling experts. That's a group of people I want to hang around with. Joined forces with a window and door company to topple 51,725 playing cards like dominoes to break the Guinness World Record for most playing cards toppled in domino fashion. Yeah.
So I imagine the playing cards are sticking straight up and just falling over.
On their edge. So Foshan Sunhohi Smart Home Technology Company.
Gesundheit.
They assembled the quote ultimate space facility using windproof windows designed to prevent even the slightest breeze from bringing the attempt to a premature end. Wang Lee's Domino World. These are people I want to hang around with. They are a team that already held 7 Guinness World Record titles, domino related, I'm assuming. Then set about the task of setting up 51,725 playing cards balanced on their side. That's a lot of patience.
Yes.
Jesus.
Swear to God, there better not be any dust.
Oh.
You better hope you didn't eat anything spicy. How many times do you think about it?
Huh? Don't you dare, Dave! Don't you dare!
I don't want
The team faced setbacks, including a premature collapse on April 9th. Don't worry, fellas, we've all been there.
It happens. It happens. They got a little pull for that now.
But then eventually, a couple of days, so this is just over a couple of days that they were setting this shit up. The cards were eventually toppled as planned, earning them the Guinness World Record. So there you go. Congratulations to Wang Lee's Domino World. I don't know if Wang Lee is like the head honcho, and he's like named.
So.
He's named the team after himself. It's a bit Darth Vader-y like, I think. You know, maybe
He's
maybe
definitely
his
got
team
an
should
ego.
do a BuzzFeed quiz.
He's definitely his favorite person.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got like a necklace with a gold domino. 100%.
I want one.
Very nice. So congratulations to Wang Lee's, what a fun name to say, Domino World for achieving the Guinness World Record for most playing cards toppled in a domino fashion with 51,725. I still want to know what that person
in a
says.
bar. Have you ever taken the coasters and made a coaster pyramid?
Yes. Who hasn't?
Oh, I didn't know.
Have you played the game where you get the coaster and you like slide it to the edge of the bar, so there's a little bit overhang, right? And then you have to use the back of your hand to like knock it into the air, and then you have to catch it before it hits the bar again.
No, I have not.
And then you do that, and then
there isn't like a glass on top of it. It's
no,
just hanging there free.
Just the thing.
Okay.
And then you knock it up in the air and you catch it, and then if you do one, now you have to stack 2, and you keep doing it until you can't catch them.
Okay.
Catch them all. It's a fun little game.
Interesting. Sounds fun.
But you have to make sure the drinks are far away because if you get too carried away, drinks fly everywhere. And bar staff tend to hate it when you smash drinks all over the bar. That's what I've heard anyway. Anyway, that wraps up the first half of this week's Waffle Box, episode 196. Stick around if you would. We've still got all the fun festivities. We've got this week's celebrity birthday Blackjack, Kush's review, feel good story, and much, much more. I'm off to the fridge to get my 10% alcoholic beverages. Oh, this is going to end badly. But if you could,
hold on to your bandanas.
Oh, no, right? We sure should appreciate it if you stuck around. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Lager, The beer that brought the forest down.
I drive an exotic imported sports car. I eat exotic foreign food like frankfurters and pizza. But when it comes to numbing my mind, I'm a patriot. I drink the beer that brought the forest down. I'm a lager man. And with the new 80-bottle trunk pack, you've got enough for the evening. Last night, I crapped in my bed and pissed in the closet. Hey, it's happy hour somewhere.
Lager brings out the patriot in you.
Place your bets. It's now time for birthday blackjack.
I also like to live dangerously.
Welcome back to episode 196 of Waffle Box. It's now time for this week's Celebrity Birthday Blackjack. Now, before the break, where I did say that I was going to go get myself a 10% alcoholic beverage. Now, background story, real quick. So I happen to work at a unspecific alcoholic beverage dispensary, and the perks of such is that every now and again someone comes in with some random beers and says, "Hey Mike, do you want to try this beer? Hopefully you like it," and you buy a shit ton of it from us. And now this one, I'm not going to mention who it's by just in case I hate it, but this is a 10% Belgian style triple.
Ooh. I don't know what a triple is, but Belgian's usually good.
So here we go. Real quick, I'm just gonna try to cover up the label just in case it's terrible, and I don't want to ruin their reputation.
That's fair.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah. Maybe we have a couple more sips before you go like, "Hey, this is Belgian Brothers. Everyone go check it out."
Yeah, it's okay. So it's Jersey Girl Brewing Company. There we go, and the beer is King Gambrinus. It's definitely not a session beer. You shouldn't drink several of these. But there we go. Anyway, where were we? Oh my god, it's May 14th already. Oh, it's gonna be Christmas before we know it. This is Birthday Blackjack, how we play this game. It's a game where Kush plays along, but you could play along at home. But producer Lathan, if you could explain to the boys and girls of Waffle Box Syrup Squad how this game works.
Well, the rules to Celebrity Birthday Blackjack are pretty simple. Mike is going to name 5 celebrities that are celebrating their birthdays today, and all you have to do is guess how old they are now. Your score is based on your margin of error. For example, if the celebrity is 50 years old and you guess 53, you were 3 years out, so you score 3 points. If you're lucky enough to guess their age spot on, you get to deduct 5 points from your score. And to win, all you need to do is keep your score at 21 or below, hence why it's called Celebrity Birthday Blackjack.
Marvelous. Like I say, you can play along at home, and if you want to let us know the score, you can hit us up in the YouTube comment section below, or you can hit us up on Twitter at WaffleBox or Blue Sky at WafflePod.
We know you're out there. I can hear you breathing.
Yeah. Kush, your current record for 2025 is 6-9.
69, dudes!
So hopefully,
Horrible.
Bring it back and bring it closer to 500. Right? I've been joined here.
Well, no one wants a 79. Come on, man. Like we should just like kill the franchise right here.
Let's see, my dog's being a dick. Anyway, so yes, we've got 5 celebrities that are celebrating their birthday today. Shall we start off and find out who's celebrating their birthday today?
Yes. Actually, what we should do is we should start at the end, then the beginning, followed by the middle, and then remind everyone at the end.
Fantastic.
That would be the most efficient way of doing it.
Marvelous.
Number 5.
Former NFL tight end, 4-time Super Bowl champion, who now gets paid lots of money to make himself look like an idiot on commercials. Mr. Robert James Gronkowski. How old is Rob Gronkowski?
Isn't he delightful?
He is adorable.
Yeah. Yeah. I
How
would
old
say
is
that.
he?
Super Bowl guy. Still a young man, but he's pretty old as football years. I'm gonna guess 36.
You guess him 36?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mr. Hayes. He's fucking 36.
Perfect.
Woo!
I don't even follow this game.
Which gets you a. This is what the downside of using the Waffletron 5000 sign. I can't write on it, so I have to keep notes
You
there.
might have to get a scratch paper for this one.
So you're at -5. What a star! What a star!
We haven't had a strong start like that in a while. Like
That's what she said.
Boom.
Number 3.
We're now in the middle, I guess. British actor who many people were introduced to as Mr. Orange. Mr. Tim Roth. How old is Mr. Tim Roth?
52.
52?
Yeah. But he's also got, he's of your kin, right? He's from the United Kingdom, so
he is a British man, yes.
Yeah, he could be 24 or he could be 73 and still look as he is right now. But I'm going to still say 52.
Shockingly, Mr. Tim Roth celebrating his 64th birthday today. What?
What the hell is even that?
So that puts you 12 out, but thankfully, due to your strong start,
thanks, Gronk,
leaves you only at 7 points right now. Not too bad. Let's know how you get
Rough. Christian.
Number 2.
Number 2. Man who quote unquote co-founded Facebook. The world's most whitest man, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. Like seriously, I had to Google image search him for the thumbnail of this. There is every I know I'm pale, but good lord, that man is whiter than white. He is so white.
There is a funny photo of him on holiday, and I don't know what tropical island, but he's got like SPF 7000 on it. Like it's multiple layers of sunscreen on his face to where he looks like he's doing a mind gimmick. Sorry, that's my eyeball there. Anyway, Zuck. Shit. I'm gonna say Zuck is 49.
49 is your guess.
Mm-hmm. It's 127.
Let me just do the maths on this. Mr. Mark Zuckerberg is actually 41 years old today.
Oh, that makes me equally mad.
Yeah, which means you were 8 out, which takes your score up to 15. Not bad.
Good
still.
luck. Not good luck.
You've got some wiggle room. Where are we?
Number 1.
Number 1, okay. Dutch Wiki Wah DJ, aka disc jockey. You love Dutch people, Kush. Mr. Martin Garrix. How old is Martin Garrix?
I don't know who this is. He's a DJ.
Wiki
You're bringing
Wah.
him up. Wiki Wah. Wiki Wah.
With the 1s and the 2s.
Sometimes the 3s.
Although they just use MacBooks now. There's no.
Oh, yeah. I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 32.
32.
No, 32. 32.
Mr. Martin Garrix, a little bit younger than that. 29 years old today. Happy birthday, Mr. Martin Garrix. Which takes your score up to 18, heading into the final.
Yeah, not liking my chances here.
Well, you never know.
And Gronk say it. Gronk is
Gronk.
the MVP of this game again.
Hashtag the real MVP.
Number 3.
And the final one, number 3. Mr. Long Island Iced Tea, Long Island Iced Z, my bad. Formerly known as Zack Ryder, woo. Professional wrestler, Mr. Matt Cardona. Who's Matt Cardona?
I don't think I realized they were the same guy. I've also been saying woo 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 for the last 15 years because of it. So kudos to you. Cardona, yeah, he's still a young pup compared to me. So I'm going to say he's 33, much like Jesus Christ.
They often get compared. Bless him.
The Long Island Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see. Like, do you watch Righteous Gemstones?
No.
There's a bit where he's like one of the main characters' cousin or brother. I can't remember. He's like trying to create this like TV show about Teen Jesus, and he's called it Teenjus.
Teenjus.
Like
Is that the Danny McBride character?
No, Danny McBride is the son of the main character, but
yeah, I'm kind of Danny McBride it out.
But yeah, I want to see a new TV show. I want to see like Long Island Jesus, like Jesus grew up in Long Island. Fantastic.
We have a Ginger Jesus at the Redhead Festival. He's a really nice guy.
Bless him, literally. So you thought Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, aka Long Island IZ, was 33?
Like Jesus. That's how we got that started.
Unfortunately for you, sir, he is celebrating the big 4-0.
Damn.
Which means you were 7 out, which after that strong start.
It was such a strong start.
God damn it, Kush. You've ended up a loser.
You lose.
60-10, bro.
60-10, bro.
69, dudes.
No, 60-10. Keanu. The fuck? You're not even paying attention. Anyway, there we go. So if you was playing along at home, let us know in the comment section below on the YouTubes, or if you are listening to the audio version, hit us up on Twitter at Waffle Box or Blue Sky at Waffle Pod. Even though I don't check that, I forget I have that. Or if you really want to get in touch with us, enjoy wafflebox@gmail.com, or leave us a text message or voice message at 347-559-5227. But that wraps up another episode of Celebrity Birthday Blackjack. But now it's time to turn the reins over to Mr. Hayes, because he's going to do what he does best. He is going to review a movie in a segment that we like to call Kush's Movie Review.
Kush's Movie Review.
This week's movie review is Shadow Force. Okay, disclaimer. Usually, I like to make a joke, making up a fake summary of a movie based off of the title and who's starring in it. But full disclosure, yeah, I've been making those up. Spoiler. But full disclosure, I'm like fucking hyped for this movie because it's an action movie starring Omar Sy, because that dude fucking kicks all of the asses. If you haven't checked out Lupin on Netflix, you should fucking do it. This guy's fucking badass. And as far as I can tell by the trailer, he's speaking English with a sexy French accent. Oh, I'm wet just thinking of this movie.
Oh my goodness.
So don't ruin this for me. Hope it's good. Kush, how is this movie?
We're talking Shadow Force. This is a soft R. It's got some violence in it. I think a couple F-bombs are dropped, but one of the main co-stars is a 6-year-old boy, so it ain't that crazy. Yet somehow this is an R rating. Like, I've seen way more violenter movies at a PG-13. I think Thunderbolts last week was actually more violent than this movie. But regardless, 1 hour 44 minutes. Kind of not a fan of that. But we'll come back to that in a little bit here. This is directed and co-written by a man named Joe Carnahan. He's an action director, stunt coordinator. You know movies of his such as The A-Team from 2010. Great goddamn movie. I watch it at least once a year. Like, I fucking love that movie. Cop Shop, which I think we reviewed here a couple years ago. That was with not Russell Crowe, but the other guy. The other crazy Australian asshole.
Mel Gibson?
And then
Mel Gibson?
Not Mel Gibson. Moving on. Smoking Aces is another movie he directed. Anyways, this is written by a man named Leon
Crocodile
Chills.
Dundee?
No, moving on. This is one of Leon's 3 debut features that he's written, and they all kind of seem to relate around love and family and some sort of military operation, from what I can tell. Shadow Force is one of those, and it stars Miss Kerry Washington. You know her from the Jessica Alba Fantastic Four films. I don't know what character she is in them, but she's in both of them. She is Django Unchained, and then she was the lady in Scandal, the TV series Scandal. As we've mentioned, Mr. Omar Sy, he's fantastic in this. Lupin on Netflix, like you said, he was in this French movie called Intouchables from 2011, which is about a wealthy man who becomes crippled. He's a quadriplegic, paralyzed from the neck
Yes, he
down.
was in that because, and then that became there was an American adaptation with Steve Carell.
There's an American adaptation, there's an Indian adaptation, and then a Mexican adaptation. It's kind of weird, like why they're trying to stretch this movie out so much. It's
No, it
the story
wasn't
was
Steve
okay.
Carell. It wasn't Steve Carell. It was Kevin Hart
No.
and
Kevin Hart and the
Breaking
guy from
Bad guy.
Bad. Mm-hmm.
Where
Yeah.
the fuck did
By
Steve
the way,
Carell? What the
as
fuck
far
was-
as dramatic roles go, what Kevin Hart's best role? I honestly think he was swinging for an Oscar on that one, and then something happened, and it got shelved into a January release, and then no one saw it. It was good though.
Never
I liked
release
it.
a movie in January if you want to win an Oscar.
Nah. Anyway, we talked about the young lad, Jaleel Kamara. He's the son. He's not done anything of recognition that I know of. Mark Strong plays the villain, plays another fantastic villain. He's just chewing up all the scenery. And then Divine Joy Randolph, Academy Award winning Divine Joy Randolph, and Method
Really?
Man complete
Oh,
our series of cast in this. And so here's what's up. There's this thing called Shadow Force, and Mark Strong is the leader of it, and he's picked out 10 or 12 of the best murderers there are on the planet. And they're all doing covert operations so secret the CIA doesn't even know they exist. All right. And there's just one stipulation. The only way you get out of Shadow Force is in a body bag.
Whoa.
And if you try to do anything else, they put a bounty on your head, and the rest of your team is going to come after you and murder the shit out of you.
that's crazy.
It is crazy. That's such an inefficient way to run an operation. People are allowed to just retire. Anyways, Kerry Washington and Omar Sy fell in love. They ended up having a baby together, and they decided,
sickening.
well, we have to leave Shadow Force. And so,
Get a boss. Did they say it like that during the movie?
no,
Oh, that'd be
but
great.
I do.
Hey, honey,
It would be
do you
great.
think we should leave Shadow Force?
Why not? Why not?
Right?
So, but they end up having the kid, and they're like, we can't keep going around the world murdering people, despite how good it pays or how good we are at it.
Someone's got to pick up the kid from school.
Someone's got to pick up the kid. Someone's got to do, like, my yoga class is at 4 o'clock.
Unless my hit is on the yoga teacher, this is inefficient.
So, anyways, they leave Shadow Force, and Rogues Gallery is on their move. But they also, in order to keep themselves alive, Kerry Washington and Omar Sy actually split up. So Omar Sy is raising the kid, and the kid is estranged from his mom. And he maybe only has a couple of pictures, but never really seen her before. Meanwhile, Kerry Washington's just kind of shadowing them, coast to coast, city to city. She sees somebody that's on their trail, and she snipes them from a window.
That's a good mom.
Anyway, one day, Omar Sy and the son, they go to a bank. And once you know, Mike, someone's always got to try and rob those banks. And so Omar Sy dispatches all of them. I think he even murders all of them. But it's all on security surveillance cameras, and therefore his cover is blown, and the Shadow Force is back on his trail.
Shadow Force.
Shadow Force.
Shadow Force.
So, I wish I had more of the cast for Shadow Force here. Like, again, much like the Beekeeper or a Working Man. It's it's literally a fun collection of just stunt performers just giving an opportunity to act. Like there's a gigantic albino African American ginger.
That's great.
I mean, he might actually be Haitian American. I don't know, but he's big, black, and albino with red hair. And I was like, you and I would hang out a lot. And then they got the tiny ninja girl who does the flips, and they got the guy with the knives, and they got the buff, buff Indian dude with the fantastic hair. By the way, he's the first one to die. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a very cool premise. I think it should be 15 minutes shorter. Ironically, I wouldn't cut any of the parts where dad and the kid are bonding. I would not cut any of the parts where the kid is
I would
singing Lionel
not.
Richie. I'm not sure why this is a thing in the movie. I know why it's a thing in the movie, but it's like it's a very specific Lionel Richie song. And then they also do the Commodores, which Lionel Richie was
Hello,
also in. No, truly.
truly
Mhm. And then at one point,
dancing on the ceiling.
they're walking through the jungles of Bogota, Colombia, and the kid's like, Dad, what's a brick house? I'm the one who gets the joke.
She's a brick.
36 24
House.
36. Is that like her phone number? And he's like, no,
She
no,
mighty,
mommy.
mighty. Letting it all hang out. She's a brick. Anyway,
Anyways, um, I feel like I've hyped this movie up, and I would love to give it a 4. So, like I've been thinking about the story, like it's really well written, some great character building, great world building. Again, like this whole thing where the son and the dad are bonding over Lionel Richie because it was his wedding song to Kerry Washington, and she doesn't know what's going on, and like just
his baby got back.
she's got a nice little body on her. So I don't say she has got back.
Oh.
Again, I had a really good time with this. I think I enjoyed this the most in my theater of 12 when we saw it opening night. Again, Mark Strong chews up all the scenery. Divine Joy Randolph and Method Man, they make a fun couple. Like anytime they're on screen, I'm enjoying them. So again, I'm not sure if they're going to make this, if the intention of this is to be a streaming show or if it was part of a comic book or a novelization serial. Like, I, I would definitely be more interested in hanging out with this family and seeing the further adventures of Shadow Force. So I would love to give this a stronger review, but all I can do is give it a 3, a very enthusiastic 3 out of 5. It ain't going to be in theaters much longer, but it's a Focus Features film, so it'll be on Peacock sooner than later. So, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Marvelous. There we go.
Yeah.
Shadow Force.
Yeah.
Starring
Since the Fall Guy movie last summer, which regardless of what I thought of it is irrelevant. They've been Hollywood and major entertainment has been doing a big thing about featuring stunt work in films today. Like again, this was a very small budget. Yeah, I would estimate less than 25 million was spent on it. I don't have that number in front of me. It's just a guess. But they're now with the inductions of there's going to be a stunt performer award at the Academy Awards in like 2 years. I think they're trying to give more movies an exhibition on their stunt performances for. But I don't know where
Why
the
not?
lights went there. So, anyways,
update. The more and more I drink this beer is tasting more like gasoline.
oh,
But yeah, shout out to Omar Syra real quick. If you haven't seen, I have
I want to
made.
see Lupin now. I didn't
You
want it
haven't seen.
before. I
Wait,
did
you
now.
haven't seen Lupin?
No.
Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah.
so to give you a little background, if you're not familiar with my work, I always complain about because I hate with a vengeance foreign TV shows slash movies that are dubbed in English
Okay. Hmm. Yeah.
because then they also have closed captions and typically it's one like the dubbing overdubbing never captures the emotion. Like you can always tell just by their face and what's going on the screen, what's going. Oh my God, something crazy is happening, and then it's always like, oh my God, yes, we need to do that. Like the dubbing is terrible, always fucking terrible. But I don't speak French, It's my downfall, I know, but so I have to listen to the dubbed version of Lupin, and then typically if you have the closed captions on, what they're saying and the dubbing and the closed captions don't quite match up all the time. It's just confusing. It's horrible. I fucking hate it.
Okay.
However, I cannot wait for the next season of Lupin. Lupin is an amazing show. It just surpasses my hatred for that category of work. Blah, blah, blah. And he is amazing in it. He's great. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Lupin, Omar Sy, Chef's Kiss, amazing stuff. And Shadow Force, 3 out of 5.
Very enthusiastic 3 out of 5.
Very enthusiastic.
Again, I've been thinking about it for days now. It's kind of weird. Like I see a movie, whether I'm reviewing it for this show or not, and it disappears as soon as I'm done writing the review on the piece of paper here. Like it's out of my mind, and this has been stuck. Like again, it's really good character building.
Marvelous. So there you go. Check it out if you can in movie theaters. If not, check it out when it comes streaming. But until then, while you're waiting, check out Lupin on Netflix. Well worth it. Amazing.
Okay.
But let's wrap up this week's show. God damn it! Before I have another power cut. With a segment that we like to end on, makes everyone feel warm and fuzzy inside. It makes feel good about their life. And things happen in the real life where you're like, oh my God, I should be getting this promotion. Oh my God, that my neighbor's bitch. But everything happens and you're like, no, this segment makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. It's now time for this week's feel-good story of the week.
It's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
This week's feel-good story comes to us from the United Kingdom. In 2011, post office cashier Darren Awol suffered a gunshot wound into his spine in an unprovoked attack in Annerley, London. He was paralyzed from the waist down and was told by his doctors that he would never walk again. The end. That's the feel-good story. No, I'm just joking. However, after over a decade of hard work, drive, physical therapy, and support from his brother and physiotherapist, Darren competed this past weekend in the London Marathon. What? For those who don't know, it's 2.6 miles? No, 26.2 miles, right? Something like that. Marathon.
Right. I know they also had they also achieved a world record for most participants this year.
Impressive.
Yeah, I mean, this happened literally a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
They most participants in a marathon ever.
And as you can imagine, in a totally upbeat and inspirational fashion, Darren was quoted as saying, "Your limitations are as far as you allow them to be. It's not about the medal, but being able to do something I never thought I'd be able to do." For the London Marathon, Awol walked for the first and final legs of the marathon, but used his wheelchair for the rest of the race. Fair enough.
But he's also walking. That's wonderful. Good.
He's Christopher. He's Christopher in it.
I heard you.
Yeah. Okay. Any money that Darren raised for the marathon will go towards building and opening a unit for people with spinal injuries, cerebral palsy, and multiple sclerosis to train and exercise. So he's paying it back. What a guy. Mr. Darren Awol. We salute you here at the Waffle Box podcast. I'm going to give you a golf clap as well. Nice. Marvelous. I think that wraps it up. I'm always nervous now because, we just do some good content and then the power grid is like, not today.
Not today, pal.
I'm assuming I'm going to try to edit it to make it seem seamless, but if there was a jarring moment during the movie review, is because I had a power cut briefly, and
I'm sure they'll overlook it.
Anyway,
They'll figure out this one time.
Kush,
Yeah, but
you've been living in this past 7 days.
I have.
Have you been consuming any media other than the movie review, obviously, that you think, hey, the Syrup Squad should check this out?
Oh, gee, I was just watching something that I was like, I should recommend it. Hard botch on that one. So all I'm going to say is, you know what? This Saturday, I'm going to be at a memorial for my senior Army instructor who passed away. He was in his 80s. I'm pretty sure it's just natural causes. But hey, Lieutenant Colonel Robert H. Powell, your contributions to this world are going to be missed, and there's literally hundreds of students out there that are now without a father figure. So, yeah, thank you for everything, and we'll catch up Saturday.
Real talk, though, I'm not trying to be facetious and not trying to be funny. Do you know? Because I as far as I'm aware, there's like if you're watching the video version, this makes more sense. But is there like because some people is it salute this or some do that? Like, what's the?
Well, that's the British way.
Oh, is it? Like,
this is English. This is American.
So like showing the palm is British. Go fuck yourself. You're not seeing my palm is American. Marvelous. Okay, that's an honest question. I wasn't sure. What was I going to suggest? I was going to suggest something. Oh, yes. ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling original, Mr. Sabu. Passed away recently at the age of 60. And what I'm going to suggest is if you're any source of inkling of interest in wrestling, go on YouTube and just search like Sabu's matches or Sabu's highlights and blah blah blah. And normally, and I'm not trying to make too much light of this, but when someone passes away at 60, it's no age. But when you watch his highlights, goddamn, I'm impressed he made it to 60. That man was a fucking maniac.
So
what he did.
You and I met because of a radio station out of Miami or Orlando, Florida. Called Between the Ropes. And they had there's a disc jockey, another guy, and then an actual pro wrestler.
Vito
Danucci. Been in the locker
Danucci.
room. Vito Danucci. He'd actually been in several locker rooms with Sabu, and he's like, yo, brother, I hear that man just sitting down, and I hear every bone creak. And when you hear something like that, you think like, oh, this man is already in his 50s. But that was like 20 years ago when that sound bite dropped, okay? So the fact, again, that he made it to 60.
And he didn't let up. He didn't be like, hey, I'm getting old now. Maybe I should slow down. He was like, nope. Gonna keep fucking doing the same shit. So if you watch Sabu, S-A-B-U, highlights, and you just maybe see like 30 seconds of it, he did that consistently for like 35 years.
Maybe
Motherfucker
longer.
was crazy.
He was so crazy to the point where he's just like, all right, so I got you in a headlock. And the only way you can counter that is throw me into a pit of barbed wire. And you're like, what? No, man, I
Does that make sense?
All right. Yeah, we're going up for the superplex. Okay, the way to counter this is you're going to throw me into a field of broken glass. Like, no, what? No, hey, God damn it.
Okay, Sabu, so what I want to do is, can you just give me a leg drop? So what you're saying, I need to jump from the top rope with a chair between my legs? What? No! Just give me a fucking leg drop, buddy.
What do you want to do the fire spot? Like, no! No!
Motherfucker was crazy, but rest in peace. Thoughts and prayers to his family, but legend, Sabu.
He's larger than life. No gimmick.
No gimmicks. Real name, no gimmicks. But yeah. That wraps up this week's episode of Waffle Box, episode 196. So we've only got a couple of episodes and then we get to 200. Oh my gosh. Heads up, I am going on vacation soon. Not yet, but soon. So I can't really... And working schedules is all up in the air, so... Who knows when episode 200 is going to be, but it's going to be soonish, obviously, because we're 196. Soonish.
Do this off the air, but okay.
But yeah, it's going to be amazing. I don't know why it's going to be amazing, but when me and Kush put our minds together, it's going to be fucking amazing. So There we go. Spoiler alert. Go to enjoywafflebox.com for all the links of how you can subscribe us. Enjoywafflebox.com/shop. How you can buy some merch, get some sweet t-shirts, and keep the lights on. And seriously, please do, because apparently my fucking power gives like I need all the help I can get. But until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
That's all, folks.
Play me off, Johnny.